All right, y'all. Now we are April 2nd, the day after April Fool's Day. And I know that most of the world, especially a lot of us here in the States, we joked about, April Fools and how we were hoping that we'd wake up this morning and all the stuff would be past. We'd be able to go back to normal life, this whole virus. Everybody be like, oh, April Fools, here you go back to normal. Not to be. But I think it's for a bigger plan, whether you realize it or not. But before I get to that, I got to ask you something my kids asked me. Several years ago, I was just unsettled, not satisfied. I was kind of griping a little bit about something and probably work. And my daughter, I think it was my daughter, she asked me a question. She said, Dad, discontent or content? Which tent are you in? And my wife and I just stopped and looked at her. Well, then the kids and my wife, they had a good laugh at my expense over it, but they had a very valid point. Where was I at? Was I content or discontent? I was discontent, but I knew how to be content, and there's really no reason for me to be that discontent. So, we are at a time when there's still a great deal of uncertainty. More and more jobs have lost, unemployment skyrocketing, national debt skyrocketing, media still lying to us, still peddling fear. We're hearing everything from there might be 500,000 people die, there might be 200,000 people die. We don't know. We just don't know, guys. It's impossible. People talking about prophecy that, prophecy this. We just don't know. There's still a lot of great deal of uncertainty. So what I'm going to say to you is, with the Pew survey done last year, 2019, that said results showed 65% of Americans identified as Christian. If that number is true, if 65% of respondents said they were Christian, where's your joy? Where's your peace? Where's your contentment? We shouldn't be running around on social media talking about the sky's falling. We shouldn't be hoarding everything in the store. We shouldn't be worried about our job and where everything's coming from. That's just not who we should be. We should be prepared and setting the example and showing people what the church looks like. Because I'm telling you, things are being set for the third great awakening. We keep talking about wanting a revival, but we don't want to pay the price for revival. It's coming, and we need to be prepared. How do we get prepared? First, we got to show people that we can be content, we can be at peace, and that we can still have our joy. So Philippians 4:11, not that I speak in regard to need, for I have learned that whatever state I am in to be content. 1 Timothy 6:6-9, yet true godliness with contentment is itself great wealth. After all, we brought nothing with us when we came in this world. We can take nothing when we leave it. Andrew Carnegie tried and he failed. His tomb is still full of stuff. So, if we have enough food and clothing, let us be content. Hebrews 13:5-6, don't love money, be satisfied with what you have. For God has said, I will never fail you, I will never abandon you. So we can say with confidence, the Lord is my helper, I will have no fear. Galatians 5:22, but the Holy Spirit produces this kind of fruit in our lives, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, godliness, and faithfulness. Psalms 5:11, but let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them sing joyful praises forever. Spread your protection over them. All that love your name may be filled with joy. Psalms 9:2, the first part, or A, I will be filled with joy because of you. John 15:11, those things I have spoken to you, that my joy may remain in you and that your joy may remain full. John 16:24, the second half, ask and you will receive that your joy may be full. Psalms 30:5, for his anger is but for a moment, his favor is for life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Guys, we are currently in the night. It seems like we're in the dark. It seems like there's no hope, no light at the end of the tunnel. But there is light. This will end and there will be light. We are the light. We are the church. We are the light. We need to set the example. If you don't have the joy, you don't have the contentment, you need to seek out the face of Jesus. You got to follow him. You got to seek him out, guys. Only by asking, only by following him, will you get the joy and the peace and the contentment. And that only comes through the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit doesn't come without being a follower of Jesus the Christ, the Son of Yahweh. That's the only way this works. I encourage you, just remember, it's currently the night. The day will come. There will be joy. There will be peace. There will be light. You can be the example. There's going to be a great many people searching for answers. We've got to be prepared. Remember that. Be prepared. Be ready.